Hi, grade sixes. I just wanted to create a voiceover for this set of slides as it has a lot of information in it, and I thought that would be helpful. So this is all about provincial government and its structure. We've already been through how a local government is structured. So remember, if you recall, local government is split up into urban, rural, and Aboriginal areas to meet the needs of the citizens. So first of all, what I want you to understand is we have this big, beautiful building called the Legislative Assembly, and it's in Edmonton. So this is where all representatives of the provincial government would meet. If you're comparing this to a local government, let's say in a town, that's like the equivalent of a town council building. First thing, if we're zooming out all the way to look at the province of Alberta, Alberta is broken up into something called constituencies. I like to think of them as puzzle pieces. There are 87 constituencies in Alberta. And if you'll notice, we have some constituencies that are massive. And then if we zoom in and look at this little E, that's Edmonton. So this is what a larger image of that looks. We have a lot more constituencies in a more concentrated area. So if we're thinking about this question, why do you think constituencies are different sizes or have different borders? Well, if you can imagine, we're going to have more constituencies in a higher population area. And then we also have different natural boundaries, so rivers and mountains that are going to help decide where those constituency lines are. In Alberta, we have something called a political party system. So not like a party with party hats. A political party is a group of people who have similar ideas about how to run a province, okay? And they group together and they take action. Now, here are some examples of political parties that we have had in Alberta. Now, for each of these political parties, we would have a representative in each constituency that they are in, okay? These representatives or candidates are the ones that are going to be running for the provincial election. So very similar grade sixes to what we are going to have with our local election week, where we are going to have you in groups. That was almost going to be your political party because you're going to decide on the same image or vision for Heritage Heights, and you would have had that one main representative that would have been the face of your political party. So let's say we are in this constituency up here and it's election time. We're going to have various political parties running there. And let's say the candidate, the citizens vote for one candidate, they're going to turn into something called an MLA, which means a member of Legislative Assembly. So member, you can be a member of a soccer team, you can be a member of a gymnastics club, you can be a member of the Legislative Assembly, that building that I showed you at the beginning of these slides. The political party with the most votes, like I said, is going to represent that constituency. So here's an example. Our school is in the Highwood constituency. So let's say in this constituency, we have these political parties running. And then these teachers, we're going to say, are their representatives or their candidates. All the citizens go to vote in the Highwood constituency. And if we're looking down here, let's say the votes play out like this. So meaning 18 people voted for the Progressive Conservatives, 24 voted for Wild Rose, 36 voted for the NDP, and 9 voted for the Alberta Party. So since the New Democratic Party had the most votes, that means dear old Mr. Gardner is going to become an MLA, and he earns something called a seat in Legislative Assembly, that building in Edmonton. So what you're going to do now, grade sixes, is you are going to open up lesson 3, provincial government structure exit ticket. In here, you are asked to look or identify similarities and differences between how our local governments are set up and how our provincial governments are set up.